Hey, how you been? How you been? I've been scrolling. Well, that's okay. I'm here to help. Instead of scrolling, let's learn Python. Okay, let's learn Python. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know where we're going. But we're gonna learn Python. That's what we're gonna do right now. Okay. We're gonna turn off that music now. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. A place where intellects reside. And, is where the intelligent people are. So, what are we doing today? It's a very, very, very wise question. We're learning Python. Well, why are we learning Python? We need to learn Python because we are building a robot arm. But the robot arm runs on Python. And an assortment of other languages, but a lot of Python. So, we are going to be raw dogging Python until results show. It might take weeks, it might take months. It might be longer than that. But we're going to pray that that's not the case. So, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? Well, let me show you. Let me show you exactly how we're gonna do this. We're gonna watch this tutorial. Okay, we're gonna watch this tutorial. Got some of this going, some of that going, some of that going. Of course, we got some of that going, and then we also got some of this going. We're cooking. Look at this. Everything's set up. Where's chat? We're gonna pop out chat, of which we already have the legend himself already here. 23 seconds new. Fracture. My guy, how have you been? It is nice to see you joining us so early in this stream. It's a very pleasant surprise. Very pleasant. That's insane. I don't understand how the fuck you have joined so early. I don't. that doesn't seem possible. But thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. This is the natural way of human instincts. Yo, it is our guy. It is our guy. We got two G's in the chat right now. J Bob, dude, where's J Bob? I like this. I like this a lot. Is it Ramo? Am I pronouncing that? Ramo. I think I'm doing that. Ramo. No, I like J Bob. J Bob works. But Ramo, right? Am I pronouncing that right? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Ramo, yep. Okay. Sir Ramo. It's crazy. There are so many people that have to keep track of their abbreviated names. Like Fracture it's lucky because I'm lucky with it because it's Fracture. It's the names right there. But then you got Yuki, you got Sarah, you have freaking now Ramo. There's a few others. There's a few freaking others, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. I'm not good with memories, with keeping names, but for you special individuals, I think I might be able to do it. I might be able to do it. Oh, is it cold? Homie, you need if you were dealing with some horses right now, you need to get inside. No, you're dealing with the horses. It's your job. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, likely just gentlemen. Let's be honest. What are we doing here? Actually, we can full screen this just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger. That's gonna be a lot of streams, my friend. That's gonna be a lot of streams. We have a lot to do. Okay, a lot. But if you are, let me tell you, you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna learn a fucking lot. Okay, dude. I've never had immediately 3 people off the bat. This is wild. Y'all are here. Okay. Mm. Yeah, Mr. Fracture has a very fun job. He deals with horses, so he's probably in the cold right now. It is literally the ass crack of the new year, and it's probably cold as fuck. Okay, Ramo, I'm a huge fan of you. I'm a huge fan of you. I hope you know that. Okay, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we must make haste because we have a lot of things to cover today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, thank you. Instead of scrolling, you have clicked on a video that requires a lot of attention. Arguably, a video like this requires a lot of attention. You could also just endlessly scroll, right? That's an option. You can do that. Or you can steal your attention span back and watch a multi-hour long stream of a man trying to finagle his neural networks, trying to rearrange his neural networks to understand Python. If you understand Python, we would sincerely appreciate your help in these streams. We have already had some amazing help throughout past streams learning Python. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am right now if it wasn't for chat. Okay, I wouldn't be where the hell I am. So thank you guys for that. Thank you. Steal back your time and let's get back to learning, because as y'all know, scrolling does not do that. Scrolling does not do that at all. So we must commence this because you only have so much time. We only have so much time. People only have so much attention span because of scrolling. Scrolling. Not good. Scrolling. Not good. You need to watch long form content to steal back your attention. I'm not saying this long form content, this stream. I'm just saying if you want to steal back your attention span, get back on that long form content. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have procrastinated long enough. We must commence. Okay, we must commence with the learning. Okay, and I will be doing a lot of pausing. If you're wanting to learn, if you're wanting to watch this video, maybe watch it on your own time. I'm gonna be pausing a lot because I'm a slow ass reader, and there's chat. I need to read chat. All right. With that out of the way, let's get to it. Yeah, shall we? Shall we commence, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's see. Dude, okay. I'm sorry I didn't get the stream 5 hours ago. I was going to get the stream 5 hours ago. I just ran into so many problems. I think I figured out the browser thing, the browser problem. We're still gonna run into it a few times, but hopefully that doesn't happen. We do not know though. We don't know. Oh, check the Discord. We can do that. We're gonna do that real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do. That's the wonderful thing about robotics is I understand the robotics aspect of it, like I pretty well, but the Python, no. I mean, I know C pretty well, but or C plus plus, I should say. I don't know C for shit. I know C plus plus though. Okay, before we start, I apologize, guys. I need to check my Discord because I have sent a friend request which needs to be checked upon. Okay, we're gonna go here, here. This. How do I do this? Discord. No, not the book. The app. Am I doing this right? Hey, Fracture, might I go to full screen this or should I like not? You let me know. Should I like not? Is there sensitive information in there? I don't really know Discord. Let's see. Let's go like this. We go like that. Discord, web. Am I doing that right? Okay, here we go. Here we are. We're going right here. Open Discord and browser. Enter display name. I don't know it. Login. Can I log in with Google? Shit. I am a human. Maybe. That's wrong. Aside from your login though. Yeah, aside from my login, but that's the problem is I don't even know my I don't even know my login. Okay, well, give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be slow. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow start, but that's okay. Like this. Discord log. Why isn't that like auto doing it? You know what I mean? I'll try my best. RD Discord. We're gonna like that. Download. I did. I was being a dumbass. I was being a dumbass. Web. Why is this being so weird? I don't know my log. Open your Discord in browser. Display name. Fracture. What's my display name? Are you able to check that? I don't know what my display name is. God, I feel like a caveman. Trying to do the things. Trying to do the Discord. Hold up, I can get this mic a little bit closer. Maybe y'all can't hear me. Or maybe you can. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna get this going real quick. We are gonna get this going. Just enter display name. I don't know what that is. Is that like my email? Oh, it's a sign up. So I should do the login. Maybe we move this over here. Okay. Okay, give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I love how you know it. Enter email or phone number. We'll do email. Password. I don't know that. I might have gotten it. I think I just gotten it. Instructions sent. We sent a. Okay, we're gonna change our. We're gonna change our Discord thing real quick. Our password. Okay. Reset password. Yes. New password. No peeping. No peeping. What does this look like? I just need to make sure because I've screwed up viciously before. Y'all gotta look at my beautiful face. Okay. Am I doing this right? No, that's wrong. I think that'll do it. You added me? I don't. I'm gonna see if I can add you back. I don't know. I don't know if I can change. Update new password. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow, your thing looks so cool. You like can change your text. Horsies. Fracture. Those horsies look amazing. Hold up. We're gonna like this. How do I do this? Do I press enter? Yes. There we go. Check it out. I don't know what I'm checking out. I think I'm doing this right. Let's see, friends. There we go. I think I'm doing that. Okay, except I'm doing this. I'm figuring out. I'm figuring it out. Dude, Discord is I remember looking at it and like knowing what the hell I was looking at. Now it's like Discord's like a alien spaceship console.
of like flashing lights. It's like I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I know the Instagram kinda so, but that's about it. Okay, we're gonna close that. We're gonna close that. We're gonna close that. Right? Hold up. We need to check this social. Ooh, Oren. Un momento, por favor. Y'all give me a call so we can arrange you paying me. Jay, 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Fine, handsome men in the chat. JOINLIVL. There we go. There's no need. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Just give me a moment. Okay, I think we got this. I think we got this, guys. Yeah. Is that a thing inside it? Like how explain Discord to me real quick, if you wouldn't mind. I mean, I know this is about programming, but it is just as amount. It's about programming, but it's just as much about like just building a community, making friends. This is the only reason for any of this, right? So like, if you could possibly explain Discord in like a sentence, be like, it's just a texting platform, or is it like YouTube? Can I have some things here. This is from years ago. We're gonna Val. What is Val? Okay, guys, we're gonna full screen this. I don't know if this is gonna be detrimental, but I'm gonna full screen this. Okay. Please inform me if there's something not good here. This is years old, so there might be something crazy. We're getting into new territory, is what I'm gonna say. We're getting into some new territory. We're like that. We're gonna like this. What are we looking at here, guys? What are we looking at? Is this good? Is this bad? Is there something crazy here? Nitro? What's this? What is this? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Unlock a world of perks with Nitro. Is this like an ad? Is this an ad? I think it's an ad. Oh, I can't see chat. Let me like this. Okay. Don't worry about Nitro. Okay. Yeah. It's platform we're talking with. Wonderful. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah. Thrill Seeker. Oh, that's I used to be subscribed to this guy. I think I still am. Yeah. He does VR stuff. I was making a VR headset. Was not successful. That shit's difficult, by the way. Yeah, and then what is this? AMD Gaming. I don't think I need this. I'm gonna leave server. What about Val? Is this good? Please forgive me for my naiveness with this voodoo shit. Like this. I think we can make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, we can just do this. Okay. Val. Where did the chat go again? There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay. I like this. Alright. Look at this though. This is sick. I'm gonna wave to Ram. I think I did that. Did I do something? Yeah. You're playing Worlds of the Fallen right now? Is that what that's showing live? Am I doing am I seeing that right? Okay, I do need to not be in that, I think. I'm sorry if I'm like if I'm doxing y'all. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Okay. Oh, what is up, my boy? Oren? Is that a is this a new profile? I'm copying that into a give me a moment. Give me a moment. We're copying this shit into another thing over here real quick. Is this a new profile? Don't worry, Oren. I'm gonna be giving you your money. I mean, you could have just shown up today. Oh, you just changed the the thing. Dude, I like the new look. Uh, just looking good. I like it, homie. I like it. Okay. Okay. I've been doing enough procrastinating. I think we got the gist of Discord. We have added people on Discord. We're gonna like this. Want to make this a little bit smaller. Like that. Bam. Potron's open. This thing's good. Something's missing though. Oh, this thing. Okay. Oh, I don't know if that's. Can I do it? Yeah, we got 5 fucking people in here. Alright, let's go like this. Bam. We're gonna get rid of that. I don't think I need this. To the best of my knowledge. Ah, come on, work. There we go. Now we can continue. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this amazing, amazing, amazing stream. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be learning Python. Why are we learning Python? That's a very good question. Very astute question you just had there. We need to build a robot. Robots don't build themselves, so we need to build it. But then what's inside the robot? A lot of Python. So that is what we're learning right here. This is a 12-hour long tutorial. I think we're going to do this one at a different time. Right now we're going to go with this one because we're already an hour and something into it. So, without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into this. I've been procrastinating starting, so we just need to jump into it.
More. That
Return statements. Those seem very important. Very important. All right.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys about using the return statement in Python functions. Now, a Python function is basically just a collection of Python code that performs a specific task. And when we want to perform that task in our Python programs, we can call a Python function. And a lot of times when we're calling a Python function, we just kind of call it and it does its thing and then we move on with the program. But sometimes when we call a function, we're actually going to want to get information back from that function. So when I call the function, I want it to basically execute its task. I want it to execute all the code. And then I want it to like give me some information back. So that could be like a particular value. It could be something like telling me how the task went. Basically, the function can just communicate back to us like, hey, here's some information. And that's what the return keyword can allow us to do. The return.
We've already done this, yeah? We already done this. Yeah, we already done this. Well, let's see if we remember it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do the return statement. We're gonna try the return. So I'm gonna oh wait, we got caps lock on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move over here and we're gonna like this. df go like this. Oh wait, we can't do an exclamation point. Let's do is okay, fine. We won't do that. We'll do just like that. And then we're gonna go like this. We need to give it a value, right? We need to give it something like a variable that we're gonna later use. Poop. We're gonna call it poop. Like this. And then here's what we need to do. If that's it. Okay. You go if yes, that is very very and yeah, you know, you got to be very close. You be very cautious, I meant, whenever it comes to stuff like that. Okay, we're going to go if I don't know, it's ORN ORN is cool. If Orin is cool. Oh. Orin is cool. How do we do this? Let's see. Let's see if we remember. Is TRUE. If Orin is cool is true. Print. We're doing this right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Are we doing this right? Oops. Oops. Don't you worry about that, brother. Don't you worry about that. ORN is gay. All right. And then we're going to make this definition, right? We're going to, Orin is cool. We're going to call upon it. Print ORAN. We're going like this. I don't know what the hell this is doing. Guys, we don't really know what we're doing, right? Orin, I love it, like, nobody, like, you I wouldn't have seen it. But, you know, how'd it go? How'd it go blabbing? How'd it go blabbing? All right. Print Orin is cool. Okay. If Orin is cool equals true. All right, we have to make this definition. Now, here's where the fun part gets going. ORN is what? ORN? Why is this not? Orin is cool equals TRUE. Orin is cool equals true. This should work now, right? So, here's my thought process. You have this thing up here, right? You have this thing, right? Orin is true. That is equal to true. We're assigning this thing to Orin is cool equaling true. Oh, wait a minute. I did it wrong, actually. I just did it wrong. Here's what we need to do. We need to change this up a little bit. We need to change this up because we were... Oh, what's happening? We need to change this up because... So we're defining Orin as cool. Poop. Okay, no. Poop. That's what we do. Okay. 1 second. I'm just figuring this shit out. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. We're gonna go... Am I right? Oh. I'm lost. I'm so lost. Okay. Shit. How do we do that? How do we forgot the... Oh, we have to do the return. That's why we're trying to do this. Return. How do we do this? Am I autistic? Am I doing this right? Okay, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing something viciously wrong right now. And I don't like it. Okay. So we're setting a value to this, right? We're setting a value. Orange is cool equals true. Is a true statement. We're gonna define something. Oh. We're gonna define something. We're gonna call this poop. There's one too many. We're gonna call that poop. I think this works. And now we gotta print poop, right? Print poop. Okay. Here's how this works, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Here's how this wonderful program is gonna work. Orin is true, or Orin is cool, right? That's what's happening right there. Orin is cool. It's equal to true because he's a cool guy. We're gonna define something real quick. We're gonna define it. It's gonna be called poop. Okay, that's gonna be called poop. What's inside of this poop definition? If Orin is cool equal to true, which it is, we're gonna return Orin is cool. We're gonna print poop. That's poop. That's this definition. What should we get? Wait. I do need a teacher. That's what this guy. That's what he does. I think his name is Brandon or something. I don't know. Okay, let's see what happens. What just happened? What just happened? Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Yeah, see, ChatGPT, that is where you go to not learn. We could use ChatGPT, right? We could. But then guess what happens? You become brain numb. You become an intellect. But ChatGPT would solve this in a millisecond. Growth doesn't happen in a millisecond. Oh, what's happening here? What is wrong with this? Yeah, you could use it like a teacher, but then you're not going through the hardship of learning. Okay. What the fuck's that? Why is this program not working? If we have any intellects in chat that know why the fuck this is not working, we are trying to just print Orin is cool inside of this definition. Why is that not working? Okay, Orin is cool. It's equal to true. We're gonna define something. Poop. Maybe I have to. I think I might have to do this actually. That might be it. Nope. What the fuck is happening? Okay, what's happening here? Okay, so no, if you put poop in the parentheses, like right here, then nah, that wouldn't work. Like we have to. This is for either variables or something. I don't know if that. Here, we'll try. We'll try. If it fucking works. Okay, yeah. Why is it not working? Maybe no this? No, it needed that. No. This is not C++. What the fuck is happening here? What am I looking at? Oren, dude, you should have been here for the last fucking stream. We got like 40 new subscribers some fucking how. I don't understand how that's fucking possible. We somehow, with the grace of God, got 40 fucking new subscribers. It was a banger stream, by the way. A lot of very informative people in there. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Return for each. No. Don't you worry. You were mentioned many times. Don't you even worry, okay? How do I do this? This one is going to be better. I mean, dude, like off the bat, we already had 14 views. Dude, I'm not joking. The first stream, the first 30 minutes, there was like 2 people. There was 2 people the first 30 minutes of the stream. 2 people. Okay. And then all of a sudden, it was like 9, 10, 11, 12. It got up to like 21 or something constantly for like a good hour. Not hour. Maybe like 30 minutes. And then it like dropped off to like 15. Dude. People are done scrolling. People are not liking this scrolling shit. Yeah, it went from like the first what do you call it? Live stream got like 2 subscribers, the next one got like 5, the next one got like fucking 40, and I was like, it might be just a fluke, but people are done scrolling. Okay. Something's wrong here. Something is very wrong. All right, let's try this. PRINT. No, but we're trying to use the. What is wrong? This is disgusting me. This is disgusting me. I don't like this because like I learned this yesterday, kinda. This is like the one part that I didn't understand of all of yesterday. There's the one bit that I didn't get was a return statement. You know, he's at that, right? We're at this. The return statement. We're just gonna
Keyword
watch
can
it.
basically allow
We're gonna watch it. Lock in.
Python to
Love you, boys.
return information from a function. So I'm going to show you guys how we can.
Why is print poop under there? All right, look at this. This is a very, very. We don't. So the reason why. Oh no, the reason why print poop is right here is because I'll walk you through this, right? At least the thought process. It's wrong. It's incorrect. But I'm gonna walk you through the thought process. Right here, you have Warren is cool. It's equal to true. Okay, we are assigning this value right here to equal to true. Okay. Instead of we have a definition over here. We have a definition, right? It's called poop. It's poop. That's the name of this definition. It is if Oren is true, if Oren is cool is equal to true, which it is, then we are going to print I am cool. No, we're going to print ORAN. We're going to print Oren is cool, right? That's pretty simple. That's really simple to No. Like that, this makes sense. You can easily follow along like this. If it's true, which it is, then print this. Okay, that is this definition, right? That is this definition right here. We're going to call upon this definition right here. We're going to print it out. Wait a second. Fucking fuck. There's programming for you. You forget a fucking parentheses and can you imagine this is just like hundreds of lines of code though? It was that right there. It was that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Homie in chat had it. Homie in chat had it. I don't know if it was like I don't know if I realized it the moment before homie in chat. Oh, it's our guy. He was here last stream. What's up, my guy? What is up? I don't know if you had the idea or I had it, but dude, that was. I think you're fucking right. Yeah, you don't. Because we're calling upon it. We're just calling upon the function, and the function will print it out into the freaking console, anyways. This should work. This is gonna be a long stream. This is gonna be a long stream. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Dude, it is hanging really good. It's hanging really good. Now that you're here, it's hanging just that much better. Okay. It's hanging that much better. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us. Before and after. Oh yeah, before. I don't know. Yeah, what am I doing? How did this even work? That shouldn't have even worked, right? I didn't know that could work like that. That's crazy. Oh, I started the video. Yeah, this should work the exact same. I'm at a loss. I'm personally at a loss, but if it works, don't fix it. If it works, don't fix it. If there's bugs, that's for later you to figure out, you know? All right. I think we need to continue. I feel like we're getting this. Thank you for joining us very much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that is beautiful statement, my friend. Beautiful. Uh, if it works, ladies and gentlemen, keep fixing it until it's broken. I concur with that. I concur with that statement to the highest degree. All right. I think we're going to continue with this, but we still haven't gotten the return statement. Our only goal is to use the return statement as in the return statement. Like that's why we tried this little thing out real quick. We didn't use it. Oh, the return statement's on something. Oh my god, I'm actually retarded. The return statement's on something completely different. I don't think it's okay. We're gonna play. We're gonna play the fucking video now. I've been procrastinating so fucking hard. Lock in, boys. Lock in.
Do this, I want to create a very simple function. Keyword can basically allow, that's what the return keyword can allow us to do. That's what
we're gonna go back a little bit. All right, lock in, boys.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys about using the return statement in Python functions. Now, a Python function is basically just a collection of Python code that performs a specific task. And when we want to perform that task in our Python programs, we can call a Python function. And a lot of times when we're calling a Python function, we just kind of call it and it does its thing and then we move on with the program. But sometimes when we call a function, we're actually going to want to get information back from that function. So when I call the function, I want it to basically execute its task. I want it to execute all the code. And then I want it to like give me some information back. So that could be like a particular value. It could be something like telling me how the task went. Basically, the function can just communicate back to us like, hey, here's some information. And that's what the return keyword can allow us to do. The return keyword can basically allow Python to return information from a function.
Okay, return information from a function. So like, return information, I feel like that should have worked. So we should have been able to do return right here, right? Okay, we have to give it space real quick because why does that not work? I feel like this is the proper usage of this. No? But then watch, we're going to get an error. That fucking worked. Oh,
That is how you. Holy shit! That is how you use it. Because I was curious. Like we're asking. Like this definition is stating something. If orin is equal to true, and then return this printed statement. And it's a little weird way of doing it. You could do it a lot simply, a lot more simplerly, if that makes sense. But it works. Because we're asking if information from elsewhere is true. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let this guy say it again because that makes sense. This is the proper place for the return statement. I can see that now. Okay.
It can basically the function can just communicate back to us like, hey, here's some information. And that's what the return keyword can allow us to do.
We're returning information. Is orin is cool. Is it true? It is true. So we're returning that information right here. We're returning this. If this is equal to true, no. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. You're learning. Print displays, it returns effective behavior. All right, print displays. It provides the effective behavior. My guy, thank you for joining us once again. I appreciate that. If you wouldn't mind, please elaborate. Maybe I am sometimes an intellect, but I'm often not. So if you could say that as though you're speaking to a 12-year-old, that'd be great. Because I don't really know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck that. I don't know what that means. But all right, we're gonna play it. We're gonna continue playing this. But this seems good. I mean, maybe is it proper? Who knows? Example, yes. Please go through an example. We're gonna play this. We're gonna continue playing this real quick, but go through your example. All right.
The return key from when basically the function can just communicate back to us like, hey.
So let's say this, right? Let's say this. ORN is not cool equals false. Or equals, we're just going to throw out some, this is not going to make a lot of fucking sense. What I'm going to do is equal to 3, and then this over here is equal to 4. Return statement. Okay. What we're going to do is we have to put these things right here. I think we're going to try this real quick. OR. Bam. Because we're using these two variables, so we got to put them there. I don't fucking know. I do not know. Yeah, we're going to do exactly, we're literally going to do that right now. Okay. And then instead of this if statement, we're going to do, oh, we have to make an int, right? No, it counts as an int. Okay. We're going to do orin is cool plus orin is not cool. What are these two? What is orin is cool and orin is not cool? What is that going to equal? Return. Oh wait, no, we need to do this. Like this. Actually, we're gonna no. Sorry, it might look a little jumbled right now. Return. Okay. Here's what we got going on right here. Yeah, we're literally thank you, homie. Thank you. This makes sense. Here's what's happening. Orin is cool. It's equal to 3. It's equal to 4. Orin is not cool. It's equal to 3. We have a definition here. It's called poop. Okay. What is poop? It has these two. It is going to be interacting with these two variables right here, which are right here. We're going to return, if we're called upon this definition, which is poop, we are going to return orin is cool plus orin is not cool. Oh wait, orin is NOT is not cool. Now, if this is correct, we should get 7. What did I do wrong? What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do wrong? All right. Line 1, def, add. Line 2, return. Okay. And then, yeah, we need to print it, right? No. Yeah, dude, YouTube chat, you can't like press enter and then like have it like go down like this. It looks a little bit weird. Okay, I can. You still did the line though, so it still works. All right, so line 1, add AB. Line 2, return AB. Line 3. Okay, we're gonna print this. Okay. You thinking this? I don't know about that one. Okay, let's see. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for helping me chat. Sincerely. We're here to learn how to finagle Python. And you guys are very much making that a very, very fun, enjoyable, and easier process. So thank you guys in chat. Sincerely. Sincerely. I know a few of you guys are new. Stick around if you want. We're going to be here for a while. But we appreciate you checking in this stream. Thank you guys. Sincerely. This is you guys helping in chat are it's fucking awesome. Alright. Let's do this again. Let's try this. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make it look a little simple, right? B. And then we're gonna go A. We're gonna go. Sorry, or we need to get rid of your names. It's adding a little bit of confuzzling to my brain at least. Let's go like this. A, comma, B, right? Am I doing that right? And return. Wait. I feel like I know what I'm doing wrong. We're gonna do A plus B equals. How do you spell result? RESOLT. Result. I don't know how to spell it, but that's okay. Maybe there's a thing. I don't know how to spell result. We're gonna copy that. Equals cool. That's what we're gonna do. That equals cool. And then eat on. Wait, no. Right? No, I'm doing that wrong. I'm doing that way wrong. Yeah, let's start. Here's a goal. Here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to use the return statement. That is our goal. We are trying to use this return statement because it's a little confuzzling. This whole definition bits, function definition, it's a little confuzzling. So we're trying to use the return statement. We're trying to learn it. All right. What's wrong? Huh? Oh, okay. No, I see. Add to one tab A plus B.
Now we need that. No. Okay, we're going heavily off the chat, guys. Print ad, not line 3 and empty. What? Okay, not line 3 and empty. Make sure Python doesn't read it. There's one code with that ads function. What? Okay. Maybe we just do this. No? Let's do this maybe? Like that seems like it'd be good. But it's not. Okay. Okay. Maybe we just need to watch the video. I'm sorry. Okay, well here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch the video real quick. Oh, we need to call it. He does mention something about calling it. Yeah, we're
Here's
gonna
some
watch the video. Give me a
information.
second.
And that's what the return keyword can allow us to do. The return keyword can basically allow Python to return information.
Homie, don't get distracted if you need. It's okay. You don't have to, you can work on your project, my guy. It is okay. If you got a project, it's a lot better than scrolling. So we need a print ad number. Yeah, but I see this ad thing. What we want to do is we just want to do this. We just want to use this symbol instead of using the add function or like that. Like, do we have to print? Okay, well, let's. Oh, let's capitalize. Let's try that. Print. Is that right? Nah. Warren, you go enjoy. You go enjoy. All right, print. I think that seems correct. Hold up. What if we're gonna get rid of this? And then we're gonna do. Oh yeah, obviously. Dude, obviously. And then we need. Right? I feel like that's. Is it 1, 2? No, it's wanting A, B. A comma B. Use numbers there. Okay. Oh, shoot. Let's try that. Let's try that real quick. Gonna go 1 comma 2. It is saying that something's wrong with this. Why? Why is something wrong with this? A comma B. Let's try that. Oh. Saying something wrong with that. Was that right? That was right. Comma 2. Thank you sincerely for you very patient individuals for whilst I struggle through this shit. Thank you. Oh, but that's not. Maybe it is A and B. Let's try that. Thank you. That was excellent. That was excellent. So you just walked me through that entire thing. Move the variables away from the top. I'm just used to doing that inside of C. What's the proper way of doing this? Where do I put them normally? Add one more. Let's see. This is right. Right. Remove the variables away from the top because you give the A and B variables 3, 4. Print call. Put them in the print call, bro. Yeah, no, if we use the numbers, look at this. Is this what you're talking about? 1, 2. Were you talking about that from earlier? Right? Delete 1 and 2. See, but that's the thing, right? It's like this. We're assigning this. We're assigning we're assigning A and B to a number. No, is this not? I feel like we need those numbers. Let's try reverting this. Yeah, we need line 1 and 2. Like, if we get rid of this is just gonna, you know. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Here's what I say we do. We continue with the video. I've been a little bit slow. We've been going a little slow. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, right? We can just do numbers inside, but I want to use a variable as though if it was something else, as though it was like changing. Yeah, see, that's why we want these to be variables, right? Because we can change them. Now that we can change them, if it's a variable, like let's say it's an input, but if we do it as a hard number like this, 1, 2, well then that's a solid number. We can't really change that. But if it's a variable, like A, B, right? We can change this. Right? We can do this. We can do like that. And here's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna we're gonna go int. Yeah, we're gonna go int. We're going like this, right? We can do this. Bam, bam. Oh wait, 1 second. We're gonna go like this. Bam. Now AB is a enter. We're gonna get rid of that. Now what's wrong? What am I looking at? Oh. Oh, that's why that was there. Now what is wrong with this? What is wrong? It's going well. It's going. It's going. All right. True, you can do that. However, the danger of setting up a variable with a number value will cause issues later on. However, it's totally up. I see. I see. So there's just multiple ways of doing this. There's multiple ways of doing this. Now, we need to figure out, ladies and gentlemen,
What the fuck is wrong with this? Hey. Hey.
You don't need a hot shot. I appreciate it every single time you... Come here. Come here. Come here. You don't need a hot shot at all. I appreciate every single time you decide to yap. Every time you said a yap. I appreciate that. Thank you. You just taught me a bunch of shit. You just learned me a bunch of shit. Thank you. Don't be sorry about nothing. You have nothing to be sorry about. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. What's wrong with this, though? If you can look at this and tell me what the fuck is wrong with this, I feel like I should be able to enter two numbers, add them together. No? What? Like, what's wrong with this? Wait. Line 7. What's wrong? Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, obviously.
Entering a number now.
Let's draw another. Let's see what happens. Oh, that is right. On my screen, I thought that was a 0. Yeah. I was just so curious as to what the fuck was, why he was showing that. But no. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have learned sufficient quantities of knowledge. We're learning how to use this return statement. I'm very curious as to, like, it's a little confusing. It's like the blending of words and mashing of shit inside of Python is a little silly. You know what I mean? It's very intuitive, but it's a little silly. Okay, you have to think like a robot, and it's to say the least, it's a little difficult. Okay. Just like this. Okay. Let's get to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's lock in.
Let's play this video.
From a function. So I'm going to show you guys how we can do this. I want to create a very simple function, and it's just going to cube a number. So when we cube a number, we take it to the power of 3.
We're gonna fast forward this real quick because we've been through this a little bit. It'll be a little so.
So if I was going to cube like 2, it'd be like 2 raised to the power of 3. Right? It's just pretty basic math. So we're going to make a function that will cube a number, and I'll show you guys how we can use that return statement. So first thing we want to do is make a function. I'm just going to say def cube. We'll call the function cube. And over here we can specify any parameters that this function will take. So basically any values that we want to give this function. So we're going to give it one function, which is going to be a number. So I'm just going to call it num. And then over here I'm going to type out a colon. And then down here we can put any of the code that we want to
Okay.
be included in this function. So basically this function is just going to cube this number. So we could just type out num times num times num, right? That's going to give us num cubed. So that's all well and good. And if I come down here, I can execute this function. So I can basically just call it, I'll say cube. And why don't we pass it a 3? So I'm going to go ahead and pass it a 3.
How does that looks so interesting? That looks very interesting, right? Oh, wait, so we have. Wait, does this work? Is this finished?
And I'm going to save this.
Yeah. Okay. So this is finished. Okay. This is a very important looking bit of information. Okay. So we have the definition. And the definition is cube. And cube it's interacting with this. I don't know why that's there. So cube is going to be called upon right here. And we're going to throw it this. Whatever the hell this is. We're just going to throw it that 3. So what's going to happen? We are going to put cube, or this 3, as num. It's going to... Oh. Okay.
Right? That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I'm sorry if that was loud, by the way. And now that that's gonna be doing that, we're gonna multiply. So it seems like 27 or something, like 3 times 3 times 3. Whatever the fuck that is. But now the question is, why is this shit right here going to right there? 3 is a parameter needed that called num. 3 is a parameter we needed to call num. So 3 was the parameter that was put into num. Yeah, it makes it like it makes sense. It's just like, well, how could I use it in alternate applications? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, you know, we're gonna keep playing it. We're gonna keep playing it. That makes sense though. Like it makes sense. It's a little interesting. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep playing it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it a 3, and I'm gonna save this. And now let's go ahead and run this code. So we'll run the code, and you'll see down here, nothing happened.
This is why we need the return statement.
Right? So nothing got printed out in our program. In fact, when we called this cube function,
So there was stuff that was
didn't
missing.
really do anything. So
Okay.
let's try to print this out. So maybe if we print this function out, it'll give us back the information that we want. So type out print, and we'll print out the value of the function. I'm just gonna click play. We look down here, it says none. So when I printed out the value of this function, it told me none. But really, this function is supposed to be cubing the number. And here's how we can use the return statement in Python. I can come over here and I can just say return. And now Python is going to return whatever value we put over here to the right. So when I call this cube
Ah. Okay. Oh, that totally makes sense. Okay. So we have the definition, right? We have the definition. And then it's gonna be this. We're gonna we need these 2 parameters. That's what's called. I need to drill that word into my noggin. We have these 2 parameters, and what we're gonna do with those 2 parameters is we're gonna basically like we're gonna request it from here. So I don't know. We have to return it though. That makes sense. We're gonna return this. So whatever we put inside of this cube thing, which is that. And if this happens to be this, which are these, and it just fucking works somehow.
function and I give it a 3, Python's going to go off, it's going to execute this function. When it sees this return statement, it's going to say, okay, I want to give a value back to whatever called this function, and it's going to return this value. Now, when I print out cube 3, it should print out the answer because we get an answer back. So when I play this, you'll see down
27,
here.
yeah. Okay. It's a little, dude, I don't know why this is taking so long for my brain to wrap around it. We were zoomed in a lot that whole time. Okay. What? I'm really just like drilling this into my noggin. So if this is like slow as fuck, like just taking forever, that's why. We can play a little bit of music in the background, or like this. I don't know if you can hear that, but we got a little bit of music going in the background. Okay. Okay, let's that seems wrong, doesn't it? Let's.
It says 27, so we got the correct answer. So I could do this with anything. Why don't we cube like 4 or something? So now I'll run this, and you can see we're constantly getting the correct answer back. So that's the basics of using this return statement. It allows us to return a value back to the caller. In other words, back to whatever's calling the function. So I just want to illustrate this point a little bit further. I'm going to come up here. I'm actually going to create a variable. So I'm going to create a variable called result, and I'm just going to set it equal to cube 4.
Okay, this music needs to stop. It needs to stop right now. Okay. Okay. Okay.
This variable result is going to store the value that gets returned from the cube function. So it's not going to store like cube 4. It's going to store the value that gets returned from executing that function. So now if
Okay.
I came down here and printed out
Ah. That makes sense now. That makes sense. You see, you don't even need the return thing inside it, like return parameter or value, whatever the hell, inside of the definition. You just request whatever the hell the definition is outputting, and you equal result as the result of it, and then you print it, and then you were okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Sure.
result,
All right.
it's actually just going to print out 64 again because that's the value that it's storing. So this return statement can be really useful for like getting information back from a function. We can use something like a parameter, like this 4 is a parameter, and we can give information to a function, and then we can use the return statement to get information back from a function. And I do just want to point out one more thing. I'm actually not able to put any code after this
the return statement.
So if I came down here and tried to...
Okay, we remember that last time. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It was a little slow. But we're getting somewhere. We are learning Python basically from scratch, so okay, this makes sense. This is making a little more sense. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It is good. It's great. It's fucking great. Okay. Okay. Let's try utilizing. Let's try utilizing this a little bit. Let's change this a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. Okay, let's go like this. Hold up. We're gonna go like this, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what we're gonna fucking do. Okay. How do we change it? How do we want to change this up? This seems like because we gotta drill this shit into our brains and our noggins. Let's see. Let's go like. No, we got it. We understand it. Let's continue.
Put like a print statement. This actually isn't gonna work. So this is never gonna get printed out. So if I just typed out like code right here, when we run this program, it's not gonna type out code. That's because when I use this return keyword, it breaks us out of the function. So Python's gonna go through, it's gonna execute the code in the function. Whenever it sees this return keyword, it's just gonna break back out and we're gonna be done. So we'll never be able to reach this line of code. So that's the basics of using return statements, and you can return any data type you want. We could easily return like a string or a Boolean or an array. It doesn't really matter, you can return whatever you want. And a lot of times, in a lot of situations, you're gonna wanna get a value back from a function.
If statements. We've already been here before. Wi-Fi hack in Python? I wish I could hack in Python. No. We're learning if statements. We're learning if statements, my friend. That's what we're doing. If you can, that'd be fucking great. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna do the if statements now. Lock the fuck in.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys about using if statements in Python. Now, if statements are a special structure in Python where we can actually help our programs to make decisions. So by using an if statement, I could execute certain code when certain conditions are true, and I could execute other code when other conditions are true. So basically, if statements allow our programs to respond to the input that they're given. So depending on the data that we're using in the program, our programs will be able to respond. So when certain data is certain values, we can do certain things, and when other data is other values, we can do other things. So your programs are essentially becoming a lot smarter. And actually, if statements are things that we as human beings deal with every day. So, as you go throughout your day, generally you're dealing with if statements all the time. So I want to kind of give you guys a brief introduction into if statements, and we'll talk about some of the common if statements that you'd see in everyday life. And then we'll go ahead and do a really awesome example to kind of like show you guys what if statements can do for us. So over here in my text editor, I just have this little text file, and in here I wrote out a bunch of if statements that a lot of people will encounter on a daily basis. So here's the first one. It says, I wake up, if I'm hungry, I eat breakfast.
Ramo, thank you for joining this amazing stream. Thank you. You're an amazing human. Thank you for your intellect today. Thank you for lending your intellect to us today. So you have an amazing rest of your night, okay? You sleep well. Yeah, it's like, what is it in the morning? It's like, it's real late for you, isn't it? Isn't it like really late for you? Huh. All right. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to it. Yeah, good night, my friend. Good night. All right.
So let's break this down a little bit.
And I have to say, this might be a slower stream than normal. This might be a little bit slower, but you know what I mean? Some not all the streams are gonna be the fastest streams in the world. Some of them are gonna be sitting there dealing with a freaking return statement for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Don't you worry, Fracture. Don't you worry. You'll likely... Oh, literally... Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Okay. Let's see. Let's continue.
Here it says, if I'm hungry. And this is a condition, right? This is either going to be true or it's going to be false, right? If it's true, I'm going to go ahead and eat breakfast, right? If it's false, I'm just going to skip whatever was in here and move on, right? So that's the basics of an if statement, right? We have a condition, in this case, if I'm hungry. If the condition...
Thank you, my G. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Those words. Thank you.
Condition's true, then we do the action. So we eat breakfast. Otherwise, we just skip it. So down here we have another one. It says, I leave my house. If it's cloudy, I bring an umbrella. Otherwise, I bring sunglasses. And so this one is a little bit more complex than the one we just looked at. You'll see we have our condition, right? It says, if it's cloudy. If that condition's true, we're going to bring the umbrella. But in this case, if the condition's false, there's something else that we want to do. So in the case up here, if this condition was false, we just moved on. But now, if this condition's false, then we're going to go ahead and bring sunglasses. So that's another example of it.
Isn't like the human condition just like a bunch of if statements strung together? If I'm hungry, go eat. If I'm depressed, go eat. If I'm anxious, go eat. If I'm sad, go eat. If I'm happy, go eat. Go eat. Just go eat. Isn't that what being a human is? Just a bunch of if statements. If I'm tired, go to sleep. Else. Otherwise. Eat.
If statement, it's a little bit more complex. Finally, I have one more down here, and this one's even more complex. It says, I'm at a restaurant. If I want meat, I order a steak. So if this condition is true,
we get it, homie.
But if this condition is false, then we're going to move on, and we're actually going to check another condition. So I'm going to say, otherwise, if I want pasta, I order spaghetti and meatballs. This is another condition. If this condition is true, we get the spaghetti. If it's not true, then finally we're going to move on down here, and we'll just default to ordering the salad. So all three of these if statements are valid if statements. It's just they get more and more complex as we go down the list. So hopefully that's, you can kind of wrap your head around what if statements are. We're basically specifying conditions. If those conditions are true, we're going to do certain things. And if those conditions are false, we can do other things. Or we can check other conditions. All right, so let's head over to our Python file, and we'll start writing some actual Python. So in here in my app.python file, I want to create an if statement. And I'm going to show you guys a very basic if statement in this tutorial. And then in the next tutorial, we're going to look at some more advanced if statements. And so what I want to do is create a Boolean variable. So I'm going to create a Boolean variable that's going to store whether or not the user is a male. So it's just going to be called is_male. And I'm going to set this equal to true because I'm a male. So we have this Boolean variable, right? And right now we have it set equal to true. I can actually use an if statement to check to see what the value of this variable is, and if it's true, I can do something. So if I want to use an if statement, all I have to do is just type out if, and then I just need to type out a condition. So basically, I would have to type out like something that's going to be true or false. Like, for example, in the other page, we were specifying like if I'm hungry or if it's cloudy. Here, we're just going to check to see if is male. So in other words, if the person is male. And so remember, this has to be it has to be able to be reducible to a true or a false value. So in our case, we're just using a Boolean because that's like the easiest thing we can do. So I said if, I specified my true or false condition. Now I want to just type a colon. And what I want to do now is make a new line. And so anything that I put below this with an indentation is actually...
We don't have to specify is true because it is already assuming. Oh, wait, nope, that's... Nope. Did I spell something wrong? No, that's... What's happening? Okay, let's
going to be
play
executed
it.
when that condition's true. So I could put print, and down here I could just put you are a male. And now you'll see what happens when I run this program. It's going to go down here and it's going to say you are a male. But if I changed is male to false, so instead of this being true, I just change it to false, now all of a sudden it's not going to print anything. So it's just going to be blank down here. That's because this condition wasn't true. So anything that I put below this if declaration and that has an indentation like that is going to be executed when the if statement is true. We can also use...
Shit worked like a charm. That shit worked like a charm. Look at this. That shit worked like a charm.
Use another keyword in Python, which is called else. And else is basically going to be like otherwise. So you remember before we said, if it's cloudy, I'll bring an umbrella. Otherwise, I'll bring sunglasses. Well, this is going to be like our otherwise. So I can say down here, else. And now anything that I put below else is going to get printed out when that condition isn't true. So why don't we just put, you are not a male. So now we're able to cover both of the situations for this variable. If it's false, we can cover that situation. So it says you are not a male. If it's true, we can cover that situation as well. So it'll say you are a male.
We're pause it just for a sec. Okay, we're gonna go. It fucking works. It fucking works. First, if. Okay, so the first is if. Oh, that's actually really, that's fucking really useful. Okay, so the first is if. That's the if statement, right? We have the first. The second is else if. And then the third one is going to be else. I'm assuming if there's no elif, then you can just do else. But that makes good. Okay. Wait, so I'm thinking I could if so it's still inside of the same if statement. Okay, that's cool. That's so cool. So inside of the same if statement, we can do another if statement. Elif nope, wrong one. No. There you go. Let's see. Give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Is cool. So I don't do much speaking when my brain is like braining. Whenever I'm like trying to do shit, I don't really speak, and I do apologize greatly. I would love to be able to commentate the entire freaking time, but my brain does not have that capacity. But that's okay. Okay, we're gonna go Elif. We're gonna go bam. It's cool. Fracture's cool. Damn, that autocorrect is fucking, or that auto freaking thing is crazy. Okay. Alright. What we should get. We have 2 if statements. I don't really know how this is gonna play out, to be honest. But I'm thinking we have 2 if statements. Technically we have 1 if statement. But what I'm thinking we're gonna get printed out, since these are both if, so elif is like saying if, also if fracture is equal to cool. It's okay. We're just gonna play it. Hopefully we get 2 statements. Nope. We only got 1. Oh, let's see. Let's see. This is actually really important. I'm working on a over your game. It's very distracting. Okay. If the initial condition is to be true, elif is if initial statement cannot be met, else when all prior conditions are not met. Okay. Okay, I agree. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But we can also make these more complex. And actually, before I talk about that, you can put as much code as...
Oh, elif, actually cool. Else. Nah, okay, yeah, we're just gonna play it. We're just gonna
inside of an if statement. So I could have like, dozens of lines of code if I wanted. I'm just giving you guys a very simple example. So why don't we make this more complex, and I'm gonna add another variable into the mix. So I'm gonna add another, Boolean attribute into this mix. I'm gonna make another variable called is tall, and we're gonna set this equal to true as well. So
I must say, I thank you guys for joining like the fucking stream. I sincerely appreciate you guys. Like y'all are champs for the title of this stream is called instead of Doomscrolling, or learning how to program instead of Doomscrolling. Like the fact that you guys would click on such a video like that is that programming is a long and laborious process. So the fact that you even click on this video, some of you clicked on it within the first 20 seconds. Fracture, I'm looking at you. I appreciate you sincerely. It requires a lot of effort. So like if you haven't, I know most likely 99% of you have. It'd be awesome if you'd subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I hate asking people to subscribe, but if it would interest you, if you'd like to see more programming shit, it would mean the world to me. I appreciate it. All right, let's continue with this.
Now I have 2 variables in the mix.
But thank you guys, sincerely.
Let's say I wanted to write an if statement that will check both of those variables. So I could write an if statement that's like, if they're male and they're tall, or if they're male and they're not tall, or if they're not male and they're tall. Like I can write out a bunch of if statements to check the combination of these variables. So the way
that is most certainly what we want to do. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Hold up. We're going to go advanced properties. We're going to go to, instead of 20 decibels, we're going to go to 18. Close. Okay, hopefully you guys don't hear my deafening voice again. Hopefully. Okay. Let me know if it's too quiet too.
The way I can do that is by using one of 2 keywords. So the first keyword I want to show you guys is the or keyword. So I can come over here and I can say if is male or is underscore tall. And what this is basically going to do is it's going to say if the person is either male or if they're tall, then we want to do something. So this is only going to be true when one of these values is true, when one or both of those values is true. So down here, we could actually put, instead of you are a male, we could put you are a male or tall or both. That's going to be more appropriate. And then down here, we would say you are...
Let's see if this works.
Neither male.
Let's see if this works. Absolute cinema. Okay.
Nor tall. And that's because if we execute the code inside of this else, that means that both of these guys are false, right? So I'm saying if they're male or they're tall, we're going to execute whatever is in here. Otherwise, that means they're neither male nor tall. We're just going to execute this down here. So let me show you guys how this works. I'll click play, and these are both true. So it's going to say you are a male or tall or both. If I was to set one of these to false, so let's set is male equal to false.
Okay, let's say Fortune King. What if Fortune King isn't the best? He's not. Fortune King is just false. What if Fortune King is just false? What happens? What happens? You know what happens? Because both of these things weren't met, we're not going to print this. We're going to print this. But that's not true, because Fortune King is equal to... Oh, one sec. TRE. Now we should get... That was fucking sick. That was fucking sick.
False. Now, it's still going to say you are a male or tall or both. But if I set them both equal to false, now it's going to say you're neither male nor tall. So that's kind of the basics of using the OR operator. And there's another operator we can use, which is called AND. And basically, it's similar.
Okay, so let's do AND. What if we're to replace this OR? So this is an OR statement. It's like an OR gate. So one of these things could be true. Like this could be false now, right? One of these things can be, or let's see. Let's remove that. Now watch this. This thing can be false. We're still gonna print the top one because it's AND. It's OR. It's OR. It's starting to click, dude. Literally, as I say that, homie in chat, it's like you're getting it. It is exactly like that. It's exactly like that. Okay, they don't even. It is a perfect analogy. This is a perfect analogy. It's starting to make sense, ladies and gentlemen. This shit's starting to make sense. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more confusion very soon. Like, don't get me fucking wrong. There's gonna be a lot of confusion, but y'all are helping a lot. Y'all are helping learn a lot. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hold up. This thing is a little far away from me right now. I don't really like that. We're gonna go like this. What we're gonna do? We're gonna go bam, bam, advanced properties. Is that why that's so quiet? Input audio. That's crazy. Okay, now it should be a little bit. Okay, here we go. One moment. One moment, please. I would recommend having this stream not at full volume because, yeah. Lock in.
To OR, except both of these conditions have to be true. So this is basically saying if the person is male and they're also tall, then we're going to execute whatever's in here. So we could actually change this text to say you are a tall male, because we know for a fact that if this is getting executed, they're both male and tall. We can also change this print statement down here. this could say you are either not male or not tall or both. So you can see it.
What if we're to do and or, right? What if we're to go like right over here? If yeah, you can't do that. Okay. There is no. He's probably gonna teach us that right
It's
now.
basically just saying that you're either not one of them or you're not both of them. So we click the play button and you'll see because they're both false, it's going to say you are either not male or not tall or both. But if I make them both true, now it's going to say you are a tall male. If I was going to make one of these false though, so let's make is tall false.
All right.
Now it's not going to execute this first print statement. It's going to execute the one inside of the else. So it'll say you are either not male or not tall or both. So that's the basics of and or, and you'll be using those a lot as you use your if statements. But there's actually one more thing we can do. We can add in some more conditions. So up here I'm checking if they're male and they're tall. But what if I wanted to check if they're male and they're not tall? So if they're like a short male, I can use
male and they're not tall. I think we'll figure that out in a second. We'll figure that out.
Another keyword in Python called elsif, or really it's just typed out ELIF.
Knew. He knew. Homie in chat knew.
And it stands for else if. And after this, we can put another condition. So over here, I'm going to check to see if they're male and they're not tall. So I'm going to say else if male is male and...
I was doing else this whole time. That's okay. LS. Like, that is probably what I should have been doing, right? Or not. Oh, because we're making a statement here. Oh, okay. I need to change this. I need to change this up a little bit. What's happening? Okay. You're gonna go right here. Okay. Lock in. Okay. Else if. Okay, and then down here we can do the okay. Else. We're gonna go print. We're gonna print something. We're gonna fracture. And. So I have to look down and spell your name. It's like 4 EIGN. Forgin, right? Forgin? Ford like Forge and something. Forgin King. Oh wait, but that's like we already got that up here. This is not a true statement, but oh wait, you probably can't see all of that. Okay. And what is it going to return? So we have an if. All right. If Forging King and or fracture 0. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Okay, no, we need to figure this out. Okay, so I don't know what the hell this is gonna print out. So we have fracture Forging King is false. Fracture 0 is true. If Forging King or fracture 0, like if it's true, if so it's or. No, let's do and. And So that means that these both have to be true, but they're not. They're not, right? So what's going to happen? We're going to go down here. We're going to skip this. We're going to go down here. Else, print fracture 0 is cool. We're going to go equals. We're going to make this equal to false. Oh, we need double. That's what we were missing. That's what we're missing. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to return here? That's how you use the if, the else, the elif, and the else statement. That is exactly how you do that. Holy shit, it is so late for you, my guy. You get to fucking bed now, okay? You get to fucking bed. Thank you sincerely for your help today. Sincerely, we appreciate all the help you've given us. Like, sincerely. Thank you. You have an exorbitant and very restful, very replenishing sleep, okay? The fact that you're staying up till 1:30 is crazy. All right. Have a good one, homie. I'll catch you later. Thank you for the tips, the snidbits. Mwah. Thank you, my guy. We appreciate you very much. Very much. All right. So that is exactly how you use the if, the elif, and the else statement. That's exactly how you do that. So I think we can easily proceed. Let's do this. Nah, that makes sense. We're gonna continue.
Now I can type in not tall. And the way I can do that is by saying not and open and close parentheses and saying is tall. And basically when I use this not function, it's going to negate whatever is inside of here. So if this was
so elif is male and not tall. It's gonna negate this. That's kind of what we did a little bit. Not really.
True.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to make it false. And if this was false, it's going to make it true. So basically that'll tell us whether or not they're tall. And then I'm going to use a colon. And now down here, inside of here, we're basically just going to type out any of the code that we want to happen when this condition's true. So down here, we can just print out you are a short male. And there's actually one more condition that we want to check for, which would be if they're not male and they're tall. So we can make one more else if, and I'm actually just going to copy this guy. One more condition that we want to check for, which would be if they're not male and they're tall. So we can make one more else if, and I'm actually just going to copy this guy and we'll paste it down here. And so I want to say if not is male and is tall. So now we're checking to see if they're male and, or if they're not male and they're tall. So here we could say,
that's a lot of shit. I think we get the point. We get the point. Yeah. We get the point. Let's continue.
Male but are tall. So essentially here we have an if statement that's going to cover every single condition.
Yeah, I was going to say like that covers if both of them are false, both of them are true, one of them is false or the other one is false or the other, it just we're going to continue. We're going to continue. So we get
every single situation of the two values of these variables, we're going to be able to print something out for it. So if I make both of these true, it's basically going to tell us you are a tall male. If I make is male false, it's going to tell us.
That's why I didn't feel cracked out. I didn't drink all my coffee, but it's like so late now. I can't. It's like 6:30. Shit, I just gotta waste it, brother. Fuck. Like, this is some good coffee, too. This is some really good coffee. Oh, dude, that sucks. I could probably put it in the fridge for, like, tomorrow morning. I'll do that, yeah. Damn it. That's why I didn't feel like I was cracked out. Let's continue.
You are not a male, but are tall. If I made is male true and is tall false, then it's gonna tell us you are a short male. And if I made both of these false, it's gonna tell us you are either not male or not tall or both. And actually, we need to change this, so this should say you are not a male and not tall. So that would be a better printout for that situation. So you can basically see how we can use ifs, else ifs, and else in order to help our program to make decisions and really to respond to the different data in our programs. So I'm able to respond to every combination of the values for these two variables, and that's really cool. So in this example, we were just using simple Boolean variables, but in the next tutorial, I'm gonna show you guys how you can actually use something called comparison operators. So we could.
Is that kind of what he's doing here? But like, the most. Yeah, that's kind of what he's doing. Oh shit! I'm supposed to go to my fucking Ma's house and do. Shit! Hold up. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 6:34 p.m.
Shit! Dude. Yeah. Yeah. I have been fiending. I mean, you know those energy drinks, White Monster and Rockstar, dude. I mean, I'm not joking. I've been having a milligram of caffeine on the daily for the past like 6 months. But the past 2 weeks, I should say, maybe even a little bit more. I just zero caffeine. I raw dog that. Zero stimulants. Nothing. And I gotta say, life is just better. life is fucking better. Like, you just can't go crazy overboard, you know? Dude, yeah. Yeah, dude. It gets wild. It gets wild. Oh. Okay. Okay. Here's what's gonna have to happen. I'm not gonna lie. I was supposed to be at my mother's house 30 minutes ago. We're gonna go to Gmail. My mother probably has texted me. We're gonna see this real quick. We're gonna see. We're gonna go to social. Done around dinner at 5. Shit. I am multiple hours. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I would love to continue to stream. I'm actually probably going to because I just need to learn a bunch of shit. It's my weekend right now. Today and tomorrow's my weekend, so I can really just do whatever the fuck I want. The ground running. Yeah, I'm fucking late. I was supposed to be there at 5. My computer. Actually, I'm gonna fucking show you because yeah, why not? My computer says it's 5:30. If it'll focus. Maybe. 5:30. Computer says it's 5:30. It's not 5:30. It's 6:30. So I was doing a little bit of an oopsie daisy there. So yeah, I didn't set the time yet. I was being autistic. Okay. This may not have been the craziest stream in the world, but does every stream have to be? No. But you know what this stream was? It was packed full of crazy individuals. It was packed full of a lot of learning. It was packed full of cool-ass people from across the fucking planet teaching an idiot how to program Python. I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. I am going to be streaming in about an hour, okay? Because I literally have all night. I can stream until I blow my dick off, okay? I mean, I'm probably gonna because I still got so much more. Like, we've only been learning a little bit of Python today. You know what I mean? Yo, what's poppin', my guy? Okay, I'm sorry that homie, a duck. That is beautiful, by the way. I'm sorry that you're joining a little late, but that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna be ending the stream. I'm gonna be coming back. I just need to go to my mom's. She's home alone. Like, she cooked amazing dinner. I feel like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? She cooked, what is it? Chicken noodle soup. I'm a piece of shit. Okay, so I'm gonna go do that. I appreciate you guys sincerely. I mean, genuinely, like, you guys make my fucking day now. Like, sincerely. So, I'm gonna be streaming in an hour. Fracture. You should probably go to bed. An amazing. Please, I beg of you, continue sending like pictures of those horses and stuff. I mean, it's literally that gave me the greatest little tickle my brain in the right way. I appreciate it sincerely. All right. Stream will be back in like an hour, maybe hour and a half. If it is too late for you, okay, if it is like 1 in the morning, I am telling you, go to bed. Go to bed, because it's just gonna be an idiot just trying to dump shit into my brain. You know what I'm saying? So, with that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, you have an amazing rest of your night. Thanks all that have watched. Godspeed. Mwah.
Wait. No. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen.